Many don't smoke it.
Many drink or eat.
Yeah.
Or
They took
eat
Pinnacle, which was
portions
the
of
most
it.
beautiful model of as far as I know, a beautiful model of
Self-sufficiency, yeah.
and love and taking care of each, like a big family.
Right.
And they go up there and burn it down.
The sad thing about Rastafari, when His Majesty came in, His Majesty sent it to an Orthodox church. We leave it. We say we are not a bingy. He sent it to an Federation. We said feather too light. Nothing with Federation because it's a feather, it's semantics. So Rastafari is too bingy, too bobo, and too 12 tribe. And that's the thing with Rastafari now, we know. Too much too denomination, too much house and mansion. So you can't even blame the government.
For 16 years, Pinnacle was fully self-sufficient, growing all kinds of agriculture from tomatoes, onions, gungo peas, guava, the sons can tell you about it, and also the farming of ganja. This was the first time in the nation's history that ganja was used for nation building. Ganja was the first thing that the black man in Jamaica had to use to give him any kind of independence, and this was one of the things that they tried to fight Howell for. However, Howell was never integrally involved in the farming of ganja. So it wasn't that he was a ganja man why they were fighting him. It was that he came and he introduced a brand new concept to a bunch of black people, African people in a slave country, empowering them to know that we are kings and queens, and we have a king in Ethiopia who was crowned King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. And over 70 odd nations came and bowed before this small African man. How great can we be? This kind of new knowledge within the context of colonial Jamaica is very dangerous. And like Monty was saying, he was introducing this high-minded thinking to slaves right across, ex-slaves right across the country, with 300 to 500 in numbers at a time. So I will let Monty continue from there. But Pinnacle is a space right now where it has been stolen out of our history books, and it is something that we need to remember in a great way. And to have these two gentlemen here in studio with us to give us the living moments from Pinnacle is something amazing.
Leonard Percival Howell, we call him Gong. So that man is a man where the government fighting very hard, and he fight them very hard. Because where we were living, we are very independent.
Howell again to the end met a horrible experience, and he didn't recover from the beating that he got in 1980. Okay. He was savagely beaten, and the only reason why they didn't kill him is because there were about 12 people there at the time, and some of them went to the Tradiga Park area, and they had a encampment where they were living on the foothills of Pinnacle, and they got scared because they knew that there would be hundreds of people would be congregating at that house there that evening. But he only lived for 9 months after, because he did not recover from the beating.
Who was he beaten by?
That's the big question. These people that were at the house at the time were all tied up and everything. They told me that the people.
What do you mean they were tied up? Like the men who came in to beat Mr. Howell tied up the people who were living in the house with him?
Yes, for them not to.
Okay.
Anyway, they knew after that some of them escaped, and they was are the one that they
went and sound the alarm.
Sound the alarms.
So this was an attempted assassination.
Oh,
then.
Definitely. But funny enough, she described them as people wearing raggedy clothes, but they had clean underwear. The undershirt was very clean. So we think that is some sort of special force.
Definitely.
You know.
Definitely.
That's the MO right there.
How old was Mr. Howell when this attack happened?
He was 82.
And tell us about the attack.
The attack was they beat him with the fist and they cut him. Tried to cut his tongue, and they had some. There's something that tell them that they were people were on their way there because they all of a sudden when they left. The drove of people came down then, and our people from the Tradiga Park area and this other surrounding area.
The big giant pots used to they used to cook in the early days.
Yeah.
Where we go now? We go East Avenue, right? Left here.
I go right to my Fairweather.
Yeah. Past Fairweather House and then go around. Look at all that development there.
That's the house that we went to. Look, that sanctuary right up there. Look, the sanctuary right ahead. Wow.
You remember underneath that rock there, that what that carpenter used to name again? Jackson.
Yeah.
Used to make furniture and stuff like that.
Underneath the cave, yes.
Underneath the cave.
Continuous street. That's how we used to live.
What's that? Pinnacle Way?
Straight.
Pinnacle Way.
Yeah, down here so was the pan.
Yeah, the pan used to back down there. Oh
Because
my
it's
God.
Indonesia.
Look at that.
You can't swing.
You could never recognize that in a million years. All those pumps and I wasn't there. We're talking about 50 odd years, you know.
Yeah.
Mansions are still growing.
The salt rock, you remember salt rock?
Yes.
We always get the salt.
What? That's where Jackson used to work underneath.
Yeah.
He was a good furniture builder, you know.
Yes, man. We never forgot buy no furniture from nobody.
Just makes it for you, huh? That's a good idea. Self-reliance.
I remember, you see that little mountain over there? Ground dove lay 2 eggs, and I watched these eggs until the little bird came about, and then they flew away after eventually.
My soul, my soul, my soul, my soul, my soul, my soul, my soul.
We have a new education, a new determination, and you heard the voices in Harlem, the drums in Uptown Kingston, and you. The gong, he said that we are real. Oh Lord. Second
with you. Let's pass through. Louis, he says that we are real. Second to none, and we must know the deal. The man of sin must be revealed. Come on. The Most High says of late, He utters is the truth. I've got a new education, a new determination in you. We have a new education, a new determination in me. Garvey said, people, be real. The gong and he were atoms, energy and space. Rise up, my mighty people, hurry, must make haste. The Black Star Liner sails, Gong Gaga didn't wave. Only you I can rely on. Let's make our way to Zion with you. Shall we sail on? I heard rejoicing in Harlem, the guns in uptown Kingston, and you. And you, only you I can rely on. Let's make our way to Zion with you. With you, I heard rejoicing in Harlem, the drums in uptown Kingston, and you. And I heard the tongues in Africa, the spirits of Barca with you. I heard the books and pages turning, the students learning Timbuktu. Yes, I did. I watched the master builders planning, and Imhotep was teaching you. He was teaching you. Imhotep was teaching you. You. One God, one aim, one destiny. One destiny. Let Rasta seed get scattered. Gong Gaga, he will heal. Under the false water, property will heal. Under the false water, properties will heal.
Everybody seems to have caught this reggae infection tonight. I blame Rodigan, he's viral. Welcome along, it's the Cosmic Jam, myself, Patrick Forge, for 2 hours here on My Soul. And a big and massive thank you, as ever, to the Wild Style crew, all two of them. Ross Worsful, Ware Allen, and Andrew very hale and hearty. And that was the best record I've been sent this week, which we started off with. Master Builders presents the Gong Family. And the tune's called The Gong, featuring vocals from, you may have recognised, Georgia Ann Muldrow. My new favourite singer, who I used to slag off mercilessly. She did have a few tuning problems to begin with. Seems to have ironed that out.